Welcome back. I'm not sure what we're going to do first. I'm a little suspicious because I logged on and I received this letter from Forbes. It says, "Hello, good buddy. I've seen your most recent video on YouTube of OmniWorldmc. I thought those heads on the mountain were really cool." Oh, thank you. But I just thought they needed something more, if you know what I mean. So I added it myself. You're welcome for the awesomeness. Right. I guess we should go and look and find out what he's done. What on earth could he have done? Let's have a look. Oh, has he added himself? Oh, that's great. Oh, wait. Have we all grown moustaches over the last few days? Is that what's happened? Oh man, that's great. Do you know what? I think you're right. You've definitely added something to these faces. And I think I'm going to keep them. Like, oh, we've got little monocles as well. Oh man, that's great. Oh, and I've got a chest. Oh, well. Now, we're going to have to go and climb up there and see what it is. Hopefully it's some free things. I don't know what it could be. What would you put in a chest on a moustache? Is it a comb to make sure the moustaches don't get all out of place? Or maybe some moustache scissors? Do they exist? Maybe some wax? Do you wax moustaches? I imagine you have to on some of them. I'm sure they don't all stay that well maintained. But I'm no expert on moustaches, so I could be wrong. How are we going to get across there? I'm going to try and... Oh, there's a glass pane. Now, how big is a glass pane? And can I walk around? I can. Good. Oh, mustache to mustache. Oh, we can do this fine. Oh, this is incredible. This is a pretty good job as well. These look good. Well, what have we got in here? Oh, book and a quill. And what does it say? "Hey T, this is the official Prank Wars book. Please read and put the book in my mailbox. Do not sign this. There will be a building in our little town city to see who is available to prank. And is not you were just my first victim. Do not take this person." Oh, it's just for fun. You are able to prank anyone in our town until the building is made. Please use... I think I might edit this a little bit. Fix up the spelling. Please use this same book, just a different page. I will also need your approval of this. If you do not like this idea, sign this book and name it not approved. If you agree, please do not do anything and put the box in my mailbox unsigned from Weary. I see. So we're being challenged to... Hold on a sec. I thought... Oh, good job. I thought Forbes did this. But I'm guessing Forbes added the face. And then Weary's added the moustaches. So we've been double pranked, it seems. Well, I tell you what. It's on. Let's go and leave. Let's go put this in his mailbox. And let's... Oh, we're going to have to think of something clever to do to him now. Oh, what can we do? I don't know. I'm going to have to think about that. I'll think about it and I'll get back to him. But it's on. Oh, I'm up for these prank wars. As long as it's not setting my house on fire. I think there's an obvious line people draw with these pranks. But yeah, okay. Okay, we can play some games if that's what you want, Weary. We can do that. Forbes, I'm not really sure what bit of this you did. If you added your face, then fair enough. You can stay there if you like. I think that's fine by me. You can stay on our wall of faces, I guess. And I got a nice letter. I'm thinking I might frame this letter and keep it. But Weary, however, if you want some prank wars, then it's on. But you're gonna have to start building because I haven't got a lot to prank. But I'll think of something really amazingly clever, I'm sure. Oh, who's this dude? Alright. Okay. Well. I think they look great. I'm quite the fan. I think we'll have to move yours over though, Forbes. We'll have to centre them out because I'm weird like that. But yeah, you can stay on there, I guess. Why not? And as for the moustaches, oh, I don't know about them. And the monocles, they may have to come down. I'm not sure yet. I'll decide later. They are quite amusing for now, actually. I think I'll keep them for a little while. Just for now. So, wow, I don't know what we're going to do today now. I'm not very prepared because I've been very busy, hence the late upload of the last episodes. So I haven't prepared much, but I've had an idea of what I wanted to do. So I've kind of got that almost planned out. But now I don't know. Now I'm thinking we might think of something to get back at Weary for. With, even. I'll go over this one in a second. Now, what I'm thinking is, don't look at that, is all of my things, all my chests, they aren't sorted whatsoever. Some of them are okay, like these wood ones, and this one, but some of them are just filled with junk. I can't find any that are filled with junk, so that's kind of awkward. But what I reckon I'm going to do is build one of these sorting machine things. I'm going to put a link in the description because I know this is a very common design and I think so many people have done tutorials on this, but I followed one by a user who I cannot remember and I'm very sorry about that. So I'm going to put the link to his tutorial in the description. I don't know how much of it's his work and I don't know how much of it whatever, but I followed that and it was very helpful and it taught me how to build this. So that's good enough for me. Now the way this works is you would fill this hopper. I think I'm one hopper short. I think there should be more above it. I think I've actually done this wrong. But the way it'll work is there'll be a chest on top of this, which I'm going to place at the top of this hole that I've dug out here. So I can come into my house with all of... I think I'm just going to do it for the main blocks, things I get too much of. Come over to the chest, I can open it, dump everything in, and then things like armor and valuables, I can come in and put them in by hand. Tools as well, I don't really mind that. So the way it works is you dump it all in the chest, and it will come along the hoppers, and now these will have buffers in, a lot like... I'm not going to finish that sentence because... Oh, actually, they're locked anyway. It's a lot like how I've done the shop in the spawn. The way it works is, I'm not going to tell you which items I use over there because that would give it away, but the way it works is you put 18 items in to the first slot and you put 4 more items in, and now this triggers the comparator, which goes through to the repeater, which then lights the torch, blocking this off. Now, when it receives more, it will turn the torch off as the parts drain through, and they'll drain through into the chest. See, I've got stuff everywhere, and it will drain through into the chest through this hopper, so there's obviously not enough room in here. Oh, there is. It's just stuck. Maybe there wasn't enough time. Maybe that's how it works. I'm going to try it out now, because I don't... Have I done something wrong? Or is this just how it works? Oh, it is filling up, so maybe you need an extra 1 in here. Or maybe I've set this up wrong. But that's essentially the idea. So you do need some blocks to start with. Now what you can do is, you can replace these 4 with whatever you like. So say I've got so many feathers actually from that chicken farm, I might use them. So I can just put loads of feathers in, and then just one of these needs to be the right item to let the item through. And as long as I don't put any feathers in there, then it will be fine. Yeah, so that's how it works. There should be another row of hoppers, I'm pretty sure of it. But we'll see when I build it. And this is going to go along here. Well, at least the chests are. So I'm going to move these over. I'm going to move the ones over that I'm going to sort by hand. So, for example, stone's going to be sorted with this. So I could, do, for example, put tools here. That's the idea. And then I'm going to have a line of chests along here. I've planned out the stuff I want in there. I'm not going to read it out to you. But I'm going to have a line of chests here along this bit. Oh. And then there will be a string of hoppers coming from the gap I've made up there into the beginning of the sorting, and that will go through and sort itself out. That's what I had planned to do today. But now we've had a prank war initiated. I'm not so sure what we're going to do today. So I'm going to go away and think about this, and I'm going to decide on what we're going to do. Weary has... Oh, maybe we could do something with that. Weary's paid us to do a little bit of redstone work for him over at Spawn. He started an enchanting bookshop where he'll sell enchanted books, which is a nice idea, but he wants to use the same what would you call it? contraption that's used in the tavern. So he's asked me to fit them, and he's offered to pay me a couple of diamonds to fit them, which is great. So I do need to do that as well, and I figured I might do 1 or 2 of them on camera so you can see how they're built, because as far as I know, the original design, there's no tutorial or anything for it. So I think I'm going to do that. Might try a little tutorial style. It won't be a separate video though. Yeah, so we'll do that eventually. So now I'm going to go figure out what we're going to do today. We could build this, or we could go and prank Weary. I have a feeling most people who are watching this are going to want me to go prank Weary. So I'm going to try and think of something smart that we can do. Oh, I just don't know. Well, I'm going to think about it. And I'll be back in a second. Oh. Right, so I've reread the book, and I've had a think about it, and I'm pretty sure the book says to not do anything just yet. I think that's what he meant by it. I think he wants to make sure that everyone's game for a little prank wars kind of deal, and so that was more of a, is this okay? Should we do this kind of thing? So I'm gonna wait to hear back from him to make sure that that is what he meant. I don't want to go over there and start pranking him if he didn't want that to happen yet. So I'm gonna wait and hear back from him, see if he responds to that. So if you're watching this video, Weary, it is on. I will get you back, but I'll wait and make sure that that's what you meant from the book. So we now have 2 options. We can build this storage, or the sorting system, or we could go and build the contraptions at his shop. I think that'll be a lot more fun, personally, building the contraptions. This is going to be a lot of tedious off-camera work for me. So this might just be something I show off at the end of this episode. Yeah, because I'm going to have to move a lot of this stuff over there. So I'm going to have to empty chests into other chests and take some stuff down and move it over there and put up signs. So I'm definitely going to do that off camera anyway. So I think this might just be something I'll show off at the end. It's not going to be a 10-minute job. So yeah, so I think that's what we'll do then. We'll go and build Weary his contraptions for his shop. That'll be fun. And then next time, don't you worry, at some point very soon, we will get our own back on Weary. As much as I actually do like the moustaches and the monocles, and they are actually kind of funny, we'll still get our own back because we will, I guess. So I'm going to go get my stuff ready. I'm going to go over there now and find out how many he wants, the stuff he can supply, and then I'm going to go and get ready, basically, and I'll be back with you once we've done that. Right, so this is where we need to install them as far as I know. We're going to need to go get some sticky pistons. There doesn't seem to be any about. I don't mind providing them. He is paying me, so it's only fair. I also need to talk to him because I think he might want some up here, but I'm not too sure. They are 3 wide, I believe. I think they're 3 or 4 deep though. So I don't know if that's going to fit in here because that might come down through the floor. So I think I'm just going to build the ones down here. I'll just build a couple and show you how they work and build them. Oh, he's got an upstairs. He might want some upstairs then. Yeah, so we'll just build the ones down here for now. So they're 3 wide, so we can fit 1, 2. We can fit 2, 3, 4. I think we can get 6 in here. Maybe 8 or 9 if we include this wall. So I hope that's enough. I'm not really sure. He's got some books here. Oh, that's a good one. But the way that these work is they fire dispensers. Oh, good point. We're going to need to get some dispensers actually. So we can fire all these books, but I don't know if he's going to have, for example, one chest that sells sharpness, one that sells efficiency, one that sells this. I don't know if he's going to do it like that or whether he's going to sell them all. So again, we're going to have to, I guess that's down to him. He can fill the items. We'll just build a couple. And I'll talk to him when he's online because he's not online at the moment. So, oh, we have a new user. Good. It's always nice to see. I'm going to go get some sticky pistons because we need some sticky pistons. And then we'll get building. I'll see you in a second. Alright, so I think we've got everything we should need for now. So let's fit one in then. It seems like he knew just how much room to put in. I'm going to start this one in. So let me think about this. So we need a chest will go on this. Yeah, that's right. Because I think it's a gap you need to leave in between. And I'll show you why in a second. I'm going to move this torch, and I'm also going to place a block so we can actually get back up. Of what? Temp Denny? What does that mean? Temp TP deny? Is that what it says? Who's been teleporting? Anyway. No, I'll talk to him later. So now we're going to need hoppers. So the first thing you want to do with this is not forget the stuff you need, because that could really slow down the progress. Luckily for me, I'm actually a magician. So if I just type and hit enter, and magically 58 hoppers will appear in my inventory. So a little trick I've picked up on my long time of playing way too much of this game. So yeah, feel free to use that command all you like. It works with every item. So yeah, just go get rich. We can place 2 hoppers underneath, and we'll need 2 because of reasons that do exist. We're gonna need some blocks to build with. Let's just use some dirt. I'm sure he won't mind. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna build the contraption that actually shoots the item up through the ground. And then I'm going to show you the addition that I've made to this contraption. Now, originally, I'm going to say it's GenerikB's design because that's where I got it from. But you never really, I don't know who actually came up with it. I imagine he did because he seems to know everything about anything redstone. So we want a comparator to come out of the bottom hopper, and then we're going to want some redstone dust here. And a repeater here running into a sticky piston, which is going to face this direction, and then you're going to get stuck. So what this does is we're going to use a buffer like we talked about earlier in this part here, and what that's going to do is that's going to send off a pulse, and once the pulse is strong enough, it's going to hit this repeater, which is going to make this sticky piston here shoot forwards, and that's going to push this redstone block forward. So if you're not familiar with redstone, a redstone block has redstone power in it, if that makes sense. It will in a second. I'll show you what I mean when we get the have I forgotten something else? Nope, dispensers. Good. I was going to have to use my magic trick again. So then we're going to place a dispenser here, facing up. Now what's going to happen is, when you put an item into this chest, I'll just throw a stone in. It's going to go through into this one here, and it's going to get locked. Now this is why we need a buffer, because this redstone block here actually isn't power. No, I'm just chatting rubbish here. We are going to use a buffer. So if we put in we want 18, don't we? That's it. Yeah. So we put in 18, and then we put in a stone. Hopefully, we haven't got quite enough. So maybe right. I see why I'm getting confused now. This has 3 pieces of redstone before the repeater, whereas the contraption we used before only has 2. So it would have worked if our repeater was attached to that redstone. So we're going to need to put some more stone than that in. How many more are we going to need? Let's just put the rest of the stack in. And wait for it to go down so you can actually understand what's happening. Now eventually, this is filling nothing up because I haven't put in the other chest. Maybe I shouldn't try tutorials. I'm not too great at these. Right, so now that's got somewhere to go. These are going to start falling through. And what will happen is, once the signal from a comparator isn't strong enough, like that, it will turn off the repeater, retracting this redstone block, which is where we want to be. So now, this, if you're setting up this shop, this is where you'd put, you'd have a buffer item, which is an item that someone's not going to think of. So, for example, say nobody had really had stone on your server, you could fill up with stone, because, and then you'll want to take the item that you want to, the item that you want to charge people. What am I doing? I'm getting really confused here. You want to take the item that you want to charge people and place that in here as well. So now, if I come along and put in a sandstone, it's not going to do anything because it's going to get caught, because it can't go into this hopper because it's filled up. So if I come along and put in a dirt, you'll see that that will come down, and you should have been able to hear it. It will go into this dirt section, which will power this long enough as it's falling through before it goes into this chest to trigger this repeater, pushing this piston forwards, and you should have heard this click. And that is because if I power... Have I got torches on me? I could show you quickly. No, I don't. If I power this piston, this block will be pushed next to the dispenser, which will then cause the dispenser to shoot out the items that you place inside it. As you can tell, I don't do tutorials, and this is why. I hope this isn't too confusing. I'm trying my best to actually explain how it works rather than just show you. But yeah, that is quite basic. That is literally all you really need to do. And then you can place your block back here, and you can place a block here, and then this dispenser will shoot the item through there. You can put another block here. Make sure you don't cover up the block under here though. That's where the redstone block needs to be pushed to. And yeah, so that's it. So if I put in a bit of dirt, you should be able to hear the dispenser fire. And there you go. And that's how it works. So essentially, you can put any item in here. I've tried it with named item as well. You can name an item, and if somebody puts in an item with the exact same name, it has to be exact, then it will stack on top for a brief second, triggering the piston, and then it will, and then that will go through into this chest. Don't know what you should have for that. I'm sure you can find one. So the next step is a part that I added onto mine. Now, there's probably 100 better ways to do this. Have we got any? No, we haven't got any redstone lamps, which we're going to need. I might steal one from the ceiling just to show you and get some more in a second. Has he got any? No. So I'll borrow one. Sure you won't mind. Oh, he's missing one already. Oh, here you go. So as you can see, these redstone blocks will power a redstone lamp. And that's kind of what they do. I will replace this, Weary. I'm just... excuse me, just for the purposes of this and keeping this shorter. So this part is mine. Now there's probably a million better ways to go about doing this, but I'm proud of it because it's something I actually... Oh, here's Weary now. Oh, he's in mine chat. I'll talk to him in a second about the whole thing. Let's say hello. So we want a comparator. Now this is optional. This won't affect how this works at all. I just think this is a nice kind of design to have with a shop to let people know whether it's out of stock or not. So you'll have a comparator coming out. Let me just get up my reference because I forget everything. You'll have a comparator coming out into a block. Now this comparator, when this dispenser has items in it, the comparator will be powered, and it will do this with one item, and that will send off one space of power. I'm not going to try and explain comparators because I don't really understand the product myself. All I know is if you only have one in there, it will still work, and that will then power this block. For those who don't understand Redstone or don't know anything about it and would like to, I'd suggest GenerikB's Redstone Academy. His channel is going to be in the description. Like I said before, there's no tutorial for this, but he deserves the credit. And on his channel, you'll find the Redstone Academy series. It's quite short and it's very dumbed down, but not in a patronising way. And it will teach you everything you need to know about Redstone. I try to follow it, and I still don't really know what I'm doing, but that is solely because do I ever know what I'm doing? So anyway, this will power this block, and then that will power this redstone, which will power this block, and then we will place a redstone torch that we do not have, but we can make sticks actually, so we're okay. What am I doing? Sticks, thank you. We'll make a redstone torch. There's probably some upstairs, which we'll place here. That will fire this first, but that's okay. And then if we place the lamp on top of that torch, it will light. Have I got any oak? I just turned it into sticks. I need this, don't I? Oh no, I've got just enough. Perfect. So if I put an item in here now, that will power the comparator, which will then power this block, which will power the redstone, which will power this block. For those of you who don't know, if you power a redstone torch, if you power a block that has a redstone torch on it even, that will turn the torch off. So that is why this is turned off. So now, if this is blocked up, I can come in here and I know that this has items in it because the torch, the lamp is turned off. Now if I come along and stand on this square and I drop my block of dirt in, I should receive that sandstone back, which went into my inventory. If you saw that, and the lights come on because that is now empty. So that is how it works. I hope that wasn't actually too confusing. I did try my hardest, but obviously I don't really. I'm not too good with the whole tutorial thing. I haven't really tried it out, but yeah. So that's how it works, and that's how you build it. And I hope I explained it well enough for you to know what's going on. So that is going to be it for today. Yeah, look out weary. I'll build this for you because you're paying me. I won't mess around. I'll be professional about this. But just you wait till I talk to you in a second. We'll plan. Plans. Things are going to happen. Things are going to happen. So yeah. Also, I got quite a bit of good feedback from the last episode. Thank you for everyone who watched and whatever commented and all that stuff. It's muchly appreciated. But everyone was quite happy to hear Rage's voice, as was I. It's good to see him getting vocally involved. So I got quite a bit of feedback it was good feedback, and I would quite like to do some more stuff with them lot. So if you'd like to see that, let us know in the comments. Any ideas on what we could get up to, let us know in the comments. If you want to go throw some snowballs with Cruel, again, let us know in the comments. So yeah, that's going to be it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.